Look, look. You like it? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we'll be working on this monster truck t-shirt that I made for my nephew. He'll be turning 4 this year and he requested a monster truck themed party, so that is what we did. So if you guys are ready, let's get started. So here I'm on Pinterest and this is where me and my sister share our ideas for the party. So I'm gonna make something like this. Probably not that much detail in the front, but I did want something with monster trucks, his name, and of course the number 4. And so as always, we start off by just getting the images that we need. And here on Google, I just typed in monster truck clip art and this is some of the images I found. There's a lot of images that are nice and clear like this that will work really well. And so if you like them, just save them. Don't forget to also save little details like flags and tires, maybe some fire would be cool. But we can always just go back to Google and look for whatever we need and upload it. Okay, so now I feel like I've downloaded enough pictures. Like I said, we can always go back and look for more. And so now I'm going to go over to Cricut Design Space. Here I'm going to go into a new project and then first of all, just upload all my images. And so I raised the tolerance to 50 and this is what we got. It does give you a nice clean image, but you can see here you get all these little specks. And that's because it's all these little images that are not connected to our bigger image. And if you're doing sublimation, I think this works. I'm sorry, I've never done it before, but I'm doing print and cut. So these little images, I don't want to deal with them. So I'm just going to delete them all. And so I'm just going to go through and just click on each of them and then they'll just start deleting like this. If you have stuff like this that's just kind of sticking out and you don't want to deal with that either, we can always use the erase tool and then just erase it. So then it's just like that. And I'm just going to hit apply and continue. And we're going to save it as a print and cut image. Moving on, we're just going to keep repeating the same steps. I'm going to be uploading all my pictures. Okay, so I think that's all the images I'm going to add for now. If I need more, I'll just go back and find some more. But I'm just going to be clicking on all of them and adding them to my canvas. And I'm just doing this because I want to see what image it is that I want to use. Since I'm doing the t-shirt first, I'm not going to be using all these images. It's going to be too much. I'm pretty sure I want to use one of these monster trucks though, because these are a little bit simple. And I want to keep the trophy for now and all the little details. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them. And now I'm going to decide which image it is that I want. But as you can see, since we uploaded them together, they're stuck together. I can't separate them. So I'm going to head over to shapes and then just cut them out. And so to do that, I'm just going to get a shape that's the size of the image. Make sure that it's not overlapping because we are going to be slicing it. So it will cut your other image and you don't want that. Let me try a circle. Okay, so I think this one works well. So the circle is over my first track and I'm just going to select both images and slice. Here we can see it cut through both. So I'll delete this piece and the dark piece. And now this is separate. And again, I'm just going to repeat the steps so I can separate my other tracks. Now we have our 4 images. And here I'm back in Google, and I decided to use a different number 4 because I wanted like some gradients and color to it. So I really like this one here. And once again, we'll just be saving it to our computer and then just uploading it to Cricut. And now I'm basically getting like the sense of how everything's going to look, and now I'm just going to start designing. And so I think this is a truck that I'm going to go with. I did like the green one too, but since I'm going to add fire on the top here and there's already fire down here, I think maybe this one will be better. So I'm just going to leave this one for now. And on the name here, I'm just using Cooper Black as the font in regular. And I'm going to add an offset. And I'm going to start off at 0.1 and apply. And I'm going to make that yellow. And then from that offset result, I'm going to do another offset. And I'm going to change the color to orange. And from there, I'm going to do another offset on the orange and make that a darker orange or a red. I'm kind of building like a flame. And as of right now, all these offsets are just separate. If I wanted to cut them, they'd be cutting separately, but I don't want that. So I'm going to select everything and flatten. And you see how it created that little like effect of kind of fire. So that's what I wanted. So now I'm just going to put the name back in the front here. And here I just went over back to Google and decided I wanted to add some barbed wire to like the background, and I'm just uploading it and then just adding it to my canvas. Okay, and so I have everything done, and I think this is how I'm going to leave it. I really like it. So as you can see right here, everything's still separated. So the last step is just to click select on everything and flatten. That way you can see here, it's all one image. Since it's giving us this error, we can see that our image is too big. This is the size that it's supposed to be cut. So I'm just going to make it as big as I can to the point that it lets me cut it. And so I just look for the bigger number, which is this one right here, and I make it to the smallest point. So that would be 6.75. And so this is the size that I'll be cutting. So now I'm just going to go over to make it. And here is my image. I don't have to mirror because I'm going to be printing on paper that cuts and then peels, so I don't need to mirror. And so now I'll be sending it to my printer. I don't want to bleed, but I do want my system dialogues. And in preferences, all I'm going to do is change the quality to best. Then the paper type is just going to remain plain. And so now we can print. This is the paper I'm using. It's usually for dark transfers, but it's the only one I have. I am using a white t-shirt, but it doesn't really matter. I actually feel like it does a better job. This is how my image comes out. The colors are so vibrant. I just love it. And now it's just time to cut it. Okay, and now I have placed my picture on my mat, and I did tape it down just to make sure that it doesn't move. Now I'm just loading it up. And on my computer here, I'm just going to click on Iron on Vinyl. Okay, and now that it's done scanning, it's going to start cutting. So I can turn my lights back on. Okay, and now it is done cutting and we can unload. And once you peel it off its mat, it's gonna remove all the other white pieces that are left, like all this inside. But now we're just ready to iron. Here my heat press has been heating up and it's at 307 degrees, and we're going to press for just 12 seconds. And since I did this on dark transfer vinyl, we didn't have to mirror, so all we have to do is just peel it off. And just be careful, but it is very sturdy. It's not going to rip that easy. And once we have this, we're just going to stick it on our shirt right here. And here I'm going to grab some parchment paper that came with the transfers and just put it right on the top. And now we're just going to press for 12 seconds. And here we are. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And please also head over to my Instagram and my TikTok for a lot more pictures and videos of my work. And thank you so much for watching.